We can craft 5 stars in the banner. They're doing what Wuthering Waves are doing. They're a game first. They're a game first. They're not a gotcha first. They're a game first. Yes, they're cooking. They're here to take a part of the pie. They're here, and I'm all for it. Continue. You have me. You have me. You know what? I retract what I said at the start. This is pretty darn good. Dear Diamonds and fellow Diamonds Indra, there's a lot of future titles coming in the future. There's NTE, which is now ripping his their hair out because of Ananta. There's a lot of upcoming games to look forward to when it comes to the gacha scene. There's so many things coming for us. It's a battle of who's gonna take the biggest part of the pie when it comes to the gacha community and the popularity of the games. Now, there was a title that we've had before that we didn't hear about for a little while now, but it seems to be back and strong. And I do want to go over it today because I feel like we're kind of missing out. This is like the underdog. And what I've seen so far looks damn good. So without further ado, I want to go over their live stream. They presented a live stream. They talked about the new stuff. First and foremost, let's get one thing out of the way. Live streams used to be good. They're the Hoyoverse standard. Unless you're going to have the devs talking to us, there's no real reason to have these live streams anymore. That's me, though. That's just me, though. I feel like the devs talking short and to the point, that's my favorite cup of tea when it comes to developer updates. I prefer like a document, a well-highlighted documents of the changes, short and to the point. People don't have the attention span anymore. We don't want to watch chibis reacting with anime faces anymore. They were good, they were cute back then, but now I feel like it's not really there. But that's just me, though. It could be you. You might still care about that stuff, but for me, I feel like there's better ways to present a product, especially now we really like to see the people behind the product speak to us. We feel more related to the people because they're handling the games, which we're throwing money and time on. So without further ado, I'm going to give you a TLDR. The live stream is now, as we see here, the live stream is almost 18 minutes long, and it's in Chinese. The subtitles are in English. I'm not gonna basically waste your time. I'm gonna watch it myself. I will keep the things that are important in this live stream and give you guys basically a TLDR. So without further ado, let's get started. Looks like we're gonna be hearing from the producer, who's the Deca Bear. Apparently, he calls himself Deca Bear. So all right, cool. I don't know if that's the CEO of the company or just the producer of the title that is Duet Night Abyss. I'm not sure. And then we have the story writer. That's who we're going to be hearing from. Now, when it comes to the story, it seems like we're going to have 2 protagonists, not male and female, because they're still the same protagonist. Like, if depends on what you pick, it's still like that one protagonist navigating the story. No. As you see in the screen here, there's a bandage protagonist and no bandage protagonist in their face. So you're going to have to pilot 2. Now, my main concern is already, can we skip one? Because if I'm interested in the storyline of one, maybe I'm not caring as much for the other storyline. Like, can we let me focus on one thing that I like, that I prefer most? And the other one could be optional, that when I want to navigate it, maybe have the 2 stories intertwined. If I care enough, I can get that. I like options. I hope, like, post-introduction, because we're obviously going to be introduced to both storylines, post-introduction, if I'm interested in one, I'll just continue the one and not do both. I hope that makes some sense. Also, make rewards to just one, and the second part is optional. If you could have like some subpar rewards, but let it be more for curiosity than actual rewards, because a lot of the time, let's face it, we do story just for the rewards. Looking at you, Honkai Star Rail's bad storytelling, that right? So if we can have that, that'd be good. Also, of course, please, we're still in the beta. Let me say it right now. I don't know if you heard on what's happening in these gacha streets, but we need a skip button with a TLDR. Like, when I click the skip button, you give me a TLDR of what is going to happen in that cutscene I'm about to skip. I can read it real quick, speed read it, and move on. Please have that in the game, please. Especially if you're going to have 2 protagonists, please. But this is a different approach, and it's definitely interesting. And we've never had this before when it comes to storytelling in gacha as a whole. I don't even think I've seen it a lot in games. I've seen it in some games. I can't remember the names. It's like The Witcher 3 with Geralt. And then sometimes you switch to Ciri and you play through the lens of Ciri. that's interesting. And I'm not gonna lie, through those shifts in, for example, The Witcher 3, I started caring more about Ciri because I piloted Ciri, I played as Ciri, and now The Witcher 4 is gonna have Ciri. I'm like, come to think of it, if it wasn't for them using two protagonists, I may have not cared about Ciri as much as I do now. So I think this is great. I think this is good. We're gonna have this in Gacha now. This is fantastic. They're already stepping it up. They're already seeing what the others are not doing, and they're doing it. That's what I love to see, man. That's what I love to see. Fight for us, game developers. Okay, so basically what they're saying now is you get to have, like, obviously two protagonists, meaning both of them are going to encounter different casts of characters, and each story will be unique with the roster of characters in each story. So, like, it's basically two stories combined into one big story. It's pretty interesting, I'm not gonna lie. So that's pretty good. And also something she said here, in ways that shape the future of this world. Does this mean that finally our choices are gonna have impact? Is it gonna be like The Witcher 3? Because in The Witcher 3, even side quests, depending on the choices you make, it shapes a lot of things around you in the world. And you see it, you hear characters, you see them suffering if you picked wrong, etc. Are we finally gonna have something like that? If so, hey, I don't know about you guys, but this will be a meteor to Gacha. I'm not even joking. I'm not even, especially to storytelling, Let me be specific. Storytelling in Gacha. We still gotta wait for the combat, the gameplay itself. The game has to be good first. Yeah, the story is good, but the game's gotta be good too. So yeah. Okay, so these are the graphics. Definitely stepped it up. So this is 1.0 graphics, by the way. We gotta understand that this will get better. I still think there's some polishing to do. It looks good so far. Yeah, it looks good, but I think they can be better. That's cute. Yeah, they can definitely be better. It feels Genshin Impact-y with some Wuwa there. But if they go for more polish and throw in more of their own type of, who the hell are you? If they throw more of them, like for example, the red girl, I think that's a great looking character. It feels like a Duet Night Abyss type character. Like so far these two, they feel kind of classic. I don't know. That's just me though. Okay, the cutscenes are pretty fire. But we gotta admit, like, the cutscenes are pretty okay. That's clean. I like it. But I gotta admit, it's decent. I don't know if that was the best cutscene we've seen, but I hope they have the things like they did in Wuthering Waves, where you basically play the cutscene. There's like quick time events, like the trains, you run up walls, stuff like that. That was amazing in Wuthering Waves. I hope they incorporate something like this. I would invite them to look at something like Asura's Wrath. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this game, but I feel like it's a slept-on anime game, like from back in the day. I feel old as hell. Basically, there's like quick time events in cutscenes where, like, say Asura is about to hit, you have to click a button, and then he goes bam, and like if he's gonna keep throwing a barrage of punches, like you have to keep mashing the B button. Everybody knows the B button, right? In Xbox back in the day when it was good. Right, and like you feel like you are in the cutscene. You're Asura in the cutscene. You're making it come alive. And if you don't hit right, he gets hit. But it's like you're playing the battle in a cutscene, not through gameplay. If that makes any sense, it's amazing. It's an experience that we've never had since then, or maybe we did and I didn't hear about it. Please have it here. I would love to see that. Okay, so basically they're saying that you get to pick both male or female for both stories, meaning bandana story, you get to pick male or female. Normal, no bandana, you get to pick male or female. Who could have seen that coming? She's called Psyche. Okay, she does look good. I like her hairstyle. I think there's a lot of white-haired characters so far. I'd like to see different colors, please, because I'm seeing a lot of white right now. I guess the MC must have that riz, man. I'll admit, that's a little maybe too much for me, especially with the music. Like, listen to this again. Yeah, that I think the music makes it a little too much. Yeah, we get it. We know that's a heartfelt moment. She's gonna fall in love with us. But the music makes it a little too over the top. All I did is I care for you about a trip. Come on, come on. Like the music makes it a little too over the notch. Show and the music should be subtle. Right? More subtlety to the music. That's just me though. That's just me though. I could be off base here. Okay, so I'm gonna assume this is the splash art. If we're gonna have more splash arts like this, these should be cards, like playable cards. Like this looks fantastic. Like that's a wallpaper for your desktop background. Like this looks amazing. Okay, so this is gameplay actually. This is new gameplay. We can fly already? Okay, it's not Wua flight. I hope like we can do that. You know, that fast flight. But that's pretty good. This is pretty good. Okay, so we're seeing a bit of the combat. It should be somewhat faster, I think. Well, then again, we need to... She has a sight? Okay, so far it feels slow and sluggish. I know this is because of mobile, but I hope it's somewhat more fast-paced. Or maybe it's because of the flights. Maybe this game mode of hers makes it so that the gameplay seems slow. But for me personally, I would really invite them to make her somewhat faster and feel smooth. Like I'm flying, like I'm fast, like a bird. Like that bird is fast, right? She can dash in the air, which is cute and all, but it looks boring. Like I already can see it being boring. So some spices there, please, because we gotta understand that the days of Genshin are behind us. Now players are into fast-paced combat that makes players like me that are way too casual feel like rookies in the game. Some depth there would be good. Now, then again, like I said, it's limited to just this character in flight mode. We still gotta see them fighting in the ground. Is that Phoebe? Wait, that's like Phoebe from Uwa. But then again, that's a lot of anime characters that look like this character, so I don't know. Truffle and Filbert. What? You could just ride a pig? Okay, that's silly. That's silly enough. I want to play this character. What the? What? What the? What is this? Oh, she adorable. You know what? This might be the first lolly that I find somewhat interesting because of the pig, though. You know what? Forget the lolly. It's just the pig. Honkai Star Rails map. Am I crazy? I like it. Nice yoink. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, okay. So basically they're saying that is the world going to be like cold and dark and stuff like that? But they said like, no, not, the tone will shift depending on what your region you're in. So people like Ryuku Sensei, they used to complain that, oh, I'm used to the world just being dark and stuff. Like they want to put the game in one box. They're already nipping it in the bud. They're like, shut up, depending on the region you're in. And that's good. And I like it. I like it. Especially, I think the zone too. It's like something I liked in Renacida where the city feels vibrant a lot. Some zones feel vibrant still. Some are just desolate like you're used to. That's pretty good though. I like games to not be in one box, and it allows devs to be more creative and do different things. What character is that? By the way, so far we have not seen a single guy character. That's already alarming. Okay. You can see from the graphics, like there's still some polish to do. Like you can see it if you pick up on details, which I'm trying to do because I'm trying to help the devs out. There's some more details to be done, more polish to be done for sure. Okay. Take off from a standstill, no stamina limits, scale a skyscraper in 3 easy steps. What are you talking about? Okay, wait a minute. What are we talking about? First of all, Genshin could never stand no stamina limits. But 3 steps up a skyscraper? How? Yeah, that's it. That's it. They looked at what Wu didn't do. They was like, "Yep, you done messed up there, man. We're gonna have that shit over here. We can crouch." Okay, so I'm gonna assume it's only through obstacles. If we can move like some form of crouching movement, that would be insane. I don't even know what that'll do. Like maybe like you can dodge like some overhead attacks if you maybe like duck. That could be, oh my god, like oh my god, that would have like that uh combat game feel that I'm all for it. Also, like if you could allow stealth, because a lot of the time we're avoiding enemies. Like if you could just have like the character when they're crouched down, they're sneaking around. It's like what we've seen in certain Genshin Impact type of cutscenes. I really like those where you play as the MC, and in that game mode, you can crouch to avoid being detected because like you get a sneak away. If they can have that like even in the open game where like you're in the open world and there's enemies like trying to, oh, I'm about to attack you, kind of like what Honkai Star will do, like you can see that interrogation mark like being filled. It's like you're about to be spotted, the enemy is gonna rush you. Typically in Honkai Star, you just run away. What if here, like you could have like some form of, you can crouch, it makes them harder for them to see you, and then like you can slowly get away type of stuff. That could be fun. Or maybe like you could have ninja type characters that can like throw a smoke screen and stuff like that, disappear. Like maybe including some form of stealth would be good. I like stealth games. Yes, that's why I like there's so much passion here. I would love to see some mechanics of that here. I think it can. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. So you can slide. So she slides and then double jumps. Yo. That's clean. I like it. Okay, dev's cooked. Dev's cooked. There's no stamina. Wait, what do you say? There's no stamina restriction for any movement, whether you're jumping consecutively or soaring through. We wanted to give complete freedom to explore the game world. Okay, so, but I see a bar there. Am I crazy? That's a bar. What's that bar for? Yeah, okay. Okay, so no bar was depleted, but why is there a bar there? What's that bar for? Maybe it's energy they're shooting. I don't know. But apparently there's no stamina because I'm trying to kind of catch them lacking there. Because I see a bar and they're like, there's no stamina. So why the hell do we have a bar there that looks like a stamina bar? But I guess maybe that's just me being too pessimistic. Again, like you'll see that I'm trying to catch these guys lacking and they're doing a good job so far. Okay, I don't like this. The weapon being this far off the character is something I'm not a fan of. Look at it. It looks silly. This is some stuff Genshin had. I always hated that. During waves, I rarely seen the weapon on the characters themselves. Like I rarely see that. And when they do, they're somewhat closer. You can feel like they're somewhat more attached to the character. This is way too much. You gotta polish this, please. Okay, well, this is pretty good. I hope they add the grapple. Just junk that stuff from Within Waves, please. And more flights. Just start off with flight. Start off with flight. Like this is now the new standard. Flights and grapple are a new standard. Have it here, please. Okay, so you can equip two types of weapon, a melee and a long range, like a gun and a sword. Devil May Cry. That way May Cry. Okay, regardless of the artwork shows, even a character looks like they're about to use a sword, they can still use guns, etc., etc. Wait, hold on. Let me understand right. You can arm them with a spear. Okay, so you can use sword, spear, sword side, like you can combine everything. I think that's what he's trying to say. Like you can either play two melees or double ranged, melee and range, which I think would be the logical thing to do. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's the bow, that's the gun. Why would you use a gun? Why would you use a bow if you have a gun though? Like the weren't bows power crept with guns when guns were introduced to war? Okay, the bow stuff and the bow aiming looks good. Yeah, that's a clean move. Yeah, see this? Okay, so you did this, and then you just, that's pretty awesome. It feels slow still. I would still introduce somewhat fast and auto aim type stuff. Just guide me, okay? We play these games to feel better about ourselves. Also, like when it comes to the combat, it still feels somewhat sluggish. I think they could increase the speed of it. That's just me though. Okay, here we go. Okay, to give us more creative freedom, they're introducing a custom dyeing feature so you can change colors for free. for free. So each everybody's gonna have a certain color to their weapon when it comes to their characters. Meaning, you know, the feeling that you have a, like, for example, Emerald of Genesis in Wuwa, in a character like Chang Li, for example. Like, the colors don't match too well. Well, fret not, you can just change its colors now and do it Night Abyss, which is pretty good. I feel like the skin of weapons matching the characters has always been important to me personally. I don't know about you guys. Some of you guys don't care, but for me, matching weapons and characters has always been important. I lied to you, I'm not. Like, I lied to you, I'm not. One time, I had a character wield a weapon just because it looked better on it instead of the best in slot. I really did. Well, not best in slot, but like the second best, etc. So this is amazing. For me personally, this is amazing. I've always been screaming and shouting since Genshin days for weapon skins. Like what they did in Wuwa. That was great, amazing. Like, you can make gauntlets disappear. Your character seems like he doesn't have a weapon at all. Same for rectifiers, and then others, they have like a gun that you can barely see, a sword that you can barely see. That was a step in the right direction, but this is, in my opinion, an even further step that I'm all for, to be honest. Devs cooked on this one. If you can also customize your character, that would be even more fantastic. Dude, the sights look amazing. Oh, yo, that looks amazing. Okay, it seems like there was a resource being used for it, so that's amazing. Okay, the bows look great. The bows look great. Yeah, exactly. That's see, the dev even said so herself. Like, when you fit characters' colors with their design and the weapon, it looks amazing. Like, yes, thank you very much. That is a good step. Devs cooked. Okay, so of course, to no one's surprise, they're talking about how to get weapons. I think it's going to be the classic, the gacha system, or you craft them in game for the free-to-play, obviously. If you could craft the banner standard ones, that would be crazy, though. Wait. He talked about a 5-star here. The 5-star grenade launcher, Firearm Feast, as an example. You can obtain it directly through the retrace system. I was bullshitting. I was just bullshitting, dude. We can craft 5 stars in the banner.
Holy on a sandwich.
Holy smokes. Yeah, well, they looked at the Wu weapon banner. They was like, oh, so y'all got 100% over there. Well, you know what? We can craft them for free. Don't even waste your pulls over there. Okay, so of course it's gonna be, how hard can you craft these things? So I'm all for this. Dude, I lied to you, I'm not. Like, I was just bullshitting. If they actually are taking this and making it a thing, oh my god, even Wuwa could never. Wuwa's gotta copy this fast. Like, Wuwa gotta look at this right now and go, oh, these boys are gonna, hey, they're getting too creative over there. Dude, let's go. Dude, I can craft 5 stars. I've never heard of this in a gacha yet. Well, I don't play a lot of gachas. I'm limited to the big 5s. Wait. And here's the kicker. Even event exclusive 5-star weapons will be craftable in the future. Holy shit, Genshin and anything could never. They gotta look at Duet Night a bit. They're cooking. They're here to take a part of the pie. They're here, and I'm all for it. Continue. You have me. I'm here, man. I'm here. All right. I'm all for this. Mark this down, everyone. Even events exclusive 5-star weapons can be crafted. No more FOMO. They even had it. They had FOMO. Is this even a gacha anymore? You saying no FOMO? The whole point of gacha is FOMO. So they're doing what Wuthering Waves are doing. They're a game first. They're not a gacha first. They're a game first. Yes. This is how gacha should be done. Like, we all know there's microtransactions in games today. There are. If you can just make me a good game, give me a lot of free stuff, and give me that resource management type of feel, and I get to pick my targets and pick limited stuff, I'm all for it. But again, like, the FOMO, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't care about weapons usually. I rarely do care about signature weapons. I don't. For me personally, I really don't. Basically, what they're saying is, you can craft these bitches whenever you want. So for example, I had Jinsei. Jinsei is my favorite character in Wu. So Jinsei, I didn't have the weapon. I was waiting for the weapon to be reran. It's just my favorite character. I didn't need it. I can still, well, I can do as good as I do in Wuthering Waves, even without the weapon, right? With Jinsei, it still feels powerful. But I just wanted the weapon because, it's my favorite character. Like, I gotta have that sig, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I had to wait for the rerun all this time, and I can't miss it now. As hard as it was, because I'm looking at the future characters, I'm like, I get the weapon now, it's gonna be rough because there's future characters, like I gotta waste all these pulls now. Instead, I could have maybe waited for a down period when there's nothing going on, and I hope I could have pulled for it then, right? When there's nothing going on, I could have that freedom into getting it. Because, banners are limited. There's a limited time in which you can obtain the characters. Once they're gone, they're gone. You gotta wait months for them to come back, right? So time is of the essence. These guys came in, they was like, we don't have those issues. Nope, you can just craft them. Okay, I'm getting too excited. I'm cussing a lot, but man, this is awesome. Key piece of gear, Demon Wedge. Okay, is this like the gear system? We ain't getting RNG in gear system in this? Oh, thank you. Oh my God. Oh. There's no RNG? How are we supposed to flex though? How are we supposed to flex that I got perfect rolls? Dude, we get Twitter likes and engagement through those. Well, when they happen, because those rarely happen. So we don't have RNG in this. No min-maxing. Just enjoy the game, man. I'm not gonna lie, I feel weird because I'm so used to RNG in Gears that I don't know how to feel when it's not gonna be RNG. Because, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You know it, I know it, we all know it. When it comes to the gear system, well, to daily farming in the end game content, RNG is the most exciting thing because it's RNG. Oh, I have energy, I have stamina, right? I'm gonna waste it on what? Sure things like the books, the leveling my characters, or the gear. Now the gear is always exciting. Okay, if you waste it on the books, talents, XP, etc., that's straightforward. That's just the chore. Like you have to do it. You have to get them to that certain level. If you spend enough time, you're gonna get them there. So nothing too exciting. It's like going to the gym. Like you're gonna get there. The more you work out, the more you're gonna get in shape. Nothing too exciting. However, in the RNG, it's gonna be the day. It's gonna be the day. Oh, I got that perfect stat. Please tell me I'm gonna get the substats, right? That's the type of stuff. So it's like that gambling addiction type of mindset that I'm kind of like getting debuffed to real quick. And I've just noticed that I actually have because of this, because I always enjoyed going for the gear system more in the post-game content, more so than, straightforward XP. And you know what? I think as a gambling addict, I feel weirded out by this, but this could cure my disease. This can finally cure my disease. Thank you for that. Do it now to bitch devs. Thank you. Okay, how does it work exactly? When you upgrade them, their stats improve predictably. Okay, no more endless grinding to roll the perfect stat. They had that guy. Look at the emote they gave him. They're like, I know I cooked on this one. I know I'm gonna fix gambling addiction on this one. No FOMO on the weapon, no this. I'm fixing gambling addiction out here, man. Okay, each tailor to reward wedges, ranged weapon depending on the challenge. Okay, so of course they're gonna have things for certain things. Obviously, that makes sense. If you share across multiple, they're far more simple stat boosters with the right combination. And we gotta figure this stuff out. This is obviously gonna be more tricky. She summons 3 jellyfish that predicts. Oh snap! So basically what they're saying is this character can summon like a jellyfish thing, that this is the range of it. You can actually, through substats that you get to choose, to increase the range of a skill. Those are never changeable except through constellations maybe or something. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm all for this. If we can actually make skills effects in when it comes to their specifics better, It's amazing because it's not just oh, get more damage, get more damage. No, you can actually increase range now. That's new and that's amazing. Okay, so that's a spear. Okay, it grants hydro bonus, speed, and normal attacks. Paired with the demon wedge and expands attack range, you've got incredible over group of enemies. Okay, let me see that again. Okay. The demon wedge modifies weapons attack modes, like one of the plunging attack patterns. Oh! Oh my god, this is awesome. This is awesome. Okay, because of this, I can see a lot of theory crafting being done in this game on what's best. There's a lot of testing to be done here. Y'all gonna cook when it comes to this. Yeah, look at that. Look at the grenade launcher on the right. Like, it's just desolation. Like, he's demolition everything. Plus unique mechanics beyond simple stab boosts. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's not... That's literally what I said. Devs are literally throwing shots, man. They are. They are. They didn't even need me to tell you guys what the shots are, what the underlined message is in the stuff they're telling you. They're literally saying, look, we're doing this. We're throwing shots at these guys. Yes, we're doing what they're not doing. You're welcome. There's no way these ninjas are giving us autoplay in a non-turn-based game. There's no freaking shot. No problem. I'll have the Lunas responsible for gameplay design get right on it. Okay, I gotta say this. The one thing that always kept SSR alive for me personally is the auto button. I can just throw my characters in the mix, auto, and I'll tab out. And I can do something else. It makes the daily grind for Honkai Star basically non-existent. Like, all I have to do is, from time to time, remember that I actually have Honkai Star in the background and re-click, do again. Which, again, they could also counter some more because, like in Wuthering Waves, like you can double claim rewards. Like, instead of using, for example, 40, you can use 80 if you so desire. And after you clear, it makes the grind less, less present. Like, you get to choose if you want to grind or not. Honkai Star could do the same, like without us needing to re-click the auto button. They have that from 10 to 60, like in the waves of enemies. But I feel like if I pick 60, they should also be like, how many times do you want to do this? I'll be like, 3. And that's it, I'll tap. I think that would be great. I really think that would be great. But apparently, we're going to have autoplay now for an open world game. Just so that you're not shocked, we've had something somewhat similar in Tower of Fantasy, but it was a little too late. Basically, Tower of Fantasy had a skip where you didn't even grind. You would just be like, I'd like the resources that if I grinded this, I would get. Here's my energy. Give me the resources I would have gotten minus doing the actual activity, which was pretty decent. Like, if you wanted to save time in your logins, which was decent. I mean, I'd prefer autoplay. I want to feel like I'm doing things, so I think autoplay is a fine middle ground. I mean, they could still have the skip button if they wanted to, but hey. Combat partner. Missions can be dangerous. Don't forget to bring your combat partner sigils. What are we talking about? When you unlock a new character, you also receive their sigil. Before heading into battle, you can equip the sigils with specific weapons. Once the battle begins, you can summon the sigil to fight alongside you, taking some time. Whoa. Are we doing an Arcanized Infield? Okay, once the battle, you can summon the sigil to fight alongside you, taking some, for example. Okay, so there's a character down, right? There's I think that's the butterfly girl, paired to combat with AoE skills, and you barely need to lift a finger. You can even go AFK and take it. Okay, this guy, I gotta meet this developer. I gotta meet this guy. Okay, I'm not for live streams, but the way they're delivering it is actually making it fun. You know what? I retract what I said at the start. This is pretty darn good. Okay, there's some punches here and there that I'm loving. A 4-star given to you for free during the main storyline. She'll be your main unit, okay? Pair her with Bourgeois, your combat partner, equip them with the right demon wedges. This setup allows Marjorie to extend her skill duration. Turning her abilities to rapid-fire damage cycle wipes out undead enemies in no time. If you're more into laid-back gaming, why try the ultimate AFK farming setup? Wait, they're telling us. Okay, this guy feels like as a player like us. Like that, I like this. I really do. They're winning me over. Equip Psyche with the right demon wedges and pair her with Fushu. Okay, so that's a 2 characters, Psyche and Fushu. Once in the dungeon, summon Fushu as your combat partner, and voila, hands-free farming. There's no shot. They have the cardboard box. Dude, include stealth. Include stealth. Please. Please. That's a Metal Gear Solid reference. Please. Please. Just include stealth. Please. Please. Do it for me. Do it for me. Just be like, call it the VXV system. Please. Okay, this is fantastic. Yeah, we have autoplay. We have autoplay. Holy smokes, these guys are here. Wait, what? You can have no cooldown and just keep spamming ults. Holy smokes, is this free to play? Is this free to play? Okay, all right. Yeah, this game is gonna change a lot of things. It will. I hope it releases sooner. I think the only thing that can now go up against it in terms of freedom is something like Ananta. I really think this game should come out sooner than later. They gotta go hard at work, make the necessary polish, finish the polishes, etc. EN, there's a lack of existence for EN content. So, I mean, we're here for it, but introducing EN as well, like they're taking steps towards the EN audience is definitely something I would encourage. But they should come out as soon as possible. I can't wait. I really can't wait. Also, I think it's the best time for them. Holy smokes. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. The First Coast Beta is set to officially kick off on February 20th. I've been invited, by the way. I've finally been invited to a beta test. That's why I'm looking at this. I'm like, they actually responded? Okay, I gotta see what's going on. What happened here, man? Yes. And I'm not disappointed so far. You know what? If I had to pick a beta test to be in, I'd definitely pick this over the ones we've had before. I'm not gonna lie, dude. This looks better than the Wuthering Waves beta. I mean, if we look at the betas, Wuwa wasn't really cooking there. Now, did you see Yin Lin? Did you see Verena? Yeah. Chisha? Oh my god. This looks way better. I'll pick this beta over that one. I'm sorry. Well, it's official. We got a damn good contender coming in. I, for one, can't wait. I'll be honest. I'm excited. There's a lot of stuff I always wanted to see in the games I already play. This will be a very, very strong contender. I will be playing this game. I will be testing this game. I will be seriously beta testing this game. I think the developers are cooking. I like the vibe they're giving us. I really do. Bro literally said AFK and told you how to go AFK with a bed and a cardboard box and the screen. What more do you want? I mean, that man is a gamer. I want to meet this guy. Look, he's a gamer first. You can even see it. I'm all for that guy. But yeah, there's obviously some complaints, some details here and there that I've shared in the video that I do hope the devs take note of, but they've definitely cooked. They've definitely cooked. Like some stuff I always had in the back of my mind. I never said out loud. Now I'm seeing it live in 4K and they're saying we're delivering this. And bro had that, the white glass, the shiny glasses type of emo doing that stuff. He knows what he's doing. So yeah, I can't wait for this. I'm all for this. I'm behind this game. They've had some movements before this happened, but now, man, as long as they keep up, as long as they continue, I think we're gonna have a solid game in our hands with a solid developer team. And how they respond to feedback and how they behave towards us, the players, is something that I personally always advocate for. That's the main thing I care about. That's why you see me so passionate about Wuthering Waves. It's not about Wuthering Waves, the game, as good as it is, but it's mainly what it represents, which is good developer to player relationship. And that's what keeps me motivated and always excited to see what the games are doing. So yeah, go check out Duet Not Abyss, man. It looks like we got some stuff going on out here. Like, comment, subscribe. See ya.